What's up everybody and welcome back to another video. Today we are doing Team Takedown on the Europa League Team of the Knockout Stages, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Now, gonna level with you guys. We've just done the intro and my camera crashed. So we're gonna skip all of the crap. We're gonna not talk about the fact that he's got 98 pace, the fact that he's got 90 shooting, the fact that he's probably gonna get a team of the season and have 99 and 99, the fact that he's the sweatiest Premier League striker in the game currently. We're just gonna jump straight in to Team Takedown because we've already bloody recorded this once, and in fact I packed something absolutely insane in as well, so I'm kind of triggered about the fact that the footage is just completely gone. But I do have the gameplay recording, so I'm going to show you guys my pack now, and you can see, as did Tom as well at the exact same time, didn't you, Tom? You managed to get yourself a walkout at the same time. We both seen the flares come out. Unfortunately for you, yours was normal coloured and mine was blue. We both got Barcelona centre-backs, but again, unfortunately for you, yours was just Titty. Mine was Team of the Knockout Stage, PK. And the footage is gone. Fuming. But, I suppose, every cloud has a silver lining because we do still actually have Team of the Knockout Stage, PK, to put into our squad. So, we are doing a Team Takedown, which is the nerdiest of FIFA series, which, being a nerd myself, I quite like.
If you're into Sudokus, this is the FIFA series for you.
What do you prefer, Tom? A Sudoku or a crossword?
I'm a numbers guy, so I'm a Sudoku player.
Do you know what I hate? Cryptic crosswords. Can't stand them. Absolutely bloody ridiculous.
No. I don't know who's doing them, but they need to be stopped immediately.
Anyway, enough about being a nerd. We're going to jump in and we're going to do some Team Takedown. So, Tom has got Titty. I have got PK. We've both got Aubameyang. We're going to spin. In fact, what we're going to do, Tom, I've already started spinning.
Yes,
start spinning at your leisure and tell me when you've started.
I have indeed.
And we're going to stop together on 1, 2, 3, stop.
Wow, that was novel. Ooh, 4-3-3-5. Aubameyang as a centre forward.
All right, I got 4-2-2.
Oh.
Not bad.
Not great for me, is it?
I feel like I've come out a little bit on top there. It's going to be an interesting one, but for you guys who've seen Team Takedown before, you'll know, of course, what is about to happen now. Me and Tom are going to go away, and we're going to design squads that get both of these guys onto full chemistry. And then we're going to come back and try and work out, kind of Cluedo style, what squad the other person's built. And if you can work it out using a series of yes or no questions, you get to take away their players and replace it with someone crap. Now, if you want to play along at home, at this point, look away. I'm going to show you guys the squads in case you don't want to play along, then you just want to see what's going on in a second after this cut. But look away, and I'll tell you when it's safe to look back to be able to play along at home. Okay, then here are the completed, final designed teams. If you guys don't want to play along, and obviously you're looking at this, take a mental note of them, screenshot it, build it on Foothead or Footbin or something like that. I'm not really sure, but just try and remember our squads if you're not playing along. This is what we've got, and this is what the other person is going to be trying to work out. But don't look back yet. We're going to do another cut, and then it'll be safe to look back if you want to play along at home. But there's the squads. Take them in. We'll be back in a sec. Here we go then. It's safe to look. We can jump in. We can start our investigations and try and work out each other's teams. As you can see, I have got what Tom had to build his squad around on my screen so I can follow along with it. And Tom has got what I had. So we've sort of switched around for now whilst we do our investigations. Just that makes it a bit easier for you guys to follow along as who's been guessed and what the squad is potentially looking like as well. Tom, it is your series, but you are the guest. So it's your turn to go first, mate. You can pick away, choose whatever position you'd like to try and work out first.
Right, CDM. Let's have a look at what we can work with. Does your right CDM...
Safety.
Alright, okay. Good stuff. I'm going to guess that you've got an Arsenal player here.
So, for you guys who don't know, the safety rule is that once per episode, you can call safety and they're not allowed to question you at all about it, and they just have to take a random stab in the dark as to who it could be.
Alrighty. Right, okay. What could you potentially use? Ramsey, Guendouzi, Torreira, Xhaka, and then Denis Suarez, I guess. And then past that, you could use Oneni if you really wanted to go that low. Now, having just done a video against you, I know you've got the Torreira Footmas card, but would you use it? Maybe. Maybe not. Is there anyone that could potentially link these guys together? Ramsey doesn't really link to the La Liga. Xhaka doesn't really link to the La Liga. I don't think there's any Swiss players in La Liga, to be honest. I know there are quite a few centre-backs that are Uruguayan, like Godin, for example. I think I'd kick myself if you were using him, and I didn't ask, have you got Torreira?
No.
No Torreira, okay.
But it is still Tom's go, even though we got it wrong, because the safety doesn't count as a go, I suppose is the best way to put it, isn't it, Tom?
That is the best way to put it.
So it's still Tom's go to do a normal question and answering thing. Pick a different position.
Right, I'm going to go for your... I'm going to go for your right centre-back.
Okay.
I'm going to say, does he have a green link or better to PK?
No.
Okay. Does he play in La Liga?
No.
Alright, okay, so you could be using, like, an Arsenal defender here. Strong linking in, I don't know. Maybe. I mean, the obvious one would be, like, it could be Azpilicueta, and then you'd get an orange link across. I don't think there's any other Spaniards. So I'm kind of trying to weigh up here whether it's going to be Socrates or whether it's going to be Azpilicueta. So let's just work out whether you have the link for next time. Do you have Azpilicueta?
No.
No Aspi, okay.
Right then. My go.
Yeah.
Your team is full of links, Tom, like an absolutely ridiculous amount of them. But that makes it kind of a difficult place to start because maybe there's a strong link somewhere to Orba, maybe there isn't. But how on earth? Well, I can tell you where it isn't actually. I can tell you it isn't at left wing or right wing because Arsenal don't have any decent wingers. They now obviously have a right wing Aubameyang, but you can't use that because he's already in the squad.
Not since they patched it, unfortunately, this morning.
You couldn't. Yeah, you could trade them both in for an SBC if you wanted to, but you couldn't get into a game with them. So, I'm trying to think what is going to be the best way for you to go about building this squad. So you've probably what you've either done. Even then, it's got to because you're not going to build like you could use an icon, I suppose. What I'm thinking essentially is maybe you've left a link from one of the wingers and you've left it dead and tried to build a bit of a hybrid to be sneaky, which would mean you need a strong link from one of the centre mids. It's just there's nowhere to start with this squad, unfortunately. So I'm going to start in goal and I'm going to attack Umtiti instead.
I'm going to start with my goalkeeper.
I'm going to start with your goalkeeper, Tom. Is your goalkeeper French?
He is.
Okay, this is good. This narrows it down quite a lot. So what I'm going to say to you, Tom, is your goalkeeper from the Serie A?
He is not.
Do you have Lloris, Tom?
I do not have Lloris, no.
Okay.
Alright. Glad I didn't call safety there. That's big. That allows me to get back on with it.
French league goalkeeper, though. That is interesting.
Let's go with your left back.
Okay.
I'm going to start off with, does he get a strong link to PK or better?
No.
Okay.
I've also put in a placeholder of someone just to allow me to visualize your team, and if it's the actual player that you've used, I'm going to be so annoyed. Because all the other French goalkeepers are from the Ligue 1. So I've just put Ruffier in, and if you've actually got Ruffier, I'm going to be so triggered.
Is your player from the La Liga?
Yes.
He is from La Liga, okay. It could be, here are the contenders. Marcelo, Felipe Luis, and Hernandez. Past that, you could have used the UCL Coentrao, but why would you? Antunes, why would you? And then realistically, why would you with all of these players? So, I'm going to say, have you used Lucas Hernandez?
No.
Okay, no Lucas Hernandez.
Okay, so we know you've got a French league goalkeeper who is French. We don't know if it's Ruffier or not. It could be Mandanda or someone like that, but he's just in there to represent the Lynx. So, the question becomes, how do you get this from Umtiti to the French league up to Aubameyang? And I have absolutely no idea.
Thank God. We've stumped him.
There's so many links, it's more confusing for me. I think if there was just very simple points of attack, it'd be so much easier. Okay, anyway. So if you've got French League there, you've probably got Premier League up front. I'm going to go for your left back, Tom.
Okay.
Debating calling the safety. Interesting, okay. So the reason I'm thinking of this is if you've got French here, I mean, you could have Varane at right centre-back and you've just picked Ruffier just to try and not be guessable, I suppose, in your goalkeeper, which would give Umtiti a strong link. What I'm going to ask you then, with that in mind, potentially the sneakiest way to build this team is, does your left back play in the Premier League?
He does.
Okay, so I've worked that out pretty well, which is now making me think that you've got like Varane and the unchanged Kondogbia CDM or something like that. Or you wouldn't even actually need to do that. You could have like Varane and an icon at CDM. Alright, so you've got a Premier League left back. There's not a plethora of good ones. There's two very good French ones from Man City, which is kind of annoying, which would make it really easy for you to make your squad. You've got multiple Andy Robertsons. You've got Salah and Marcus Alonso. So, I'm going to ask you, Tom, does your left back play for Liverpool?
He does not play for Liverpool, no.
Okay, in which case, do you have Laporte?
I do not have Laporte, no.
Okay, fair enough. So my logic there was, if I ask you if it's Mendy or Laporte, if I ask you if it's French, I'm just going to guess one of them anyway, so there's no point. I would try to have a punt on a different club, and either then it'd be between Robertson and Salah or something like that. Maybe I should have gone a little bit more wider bearing and asked maybe is it like Liverpool or Chelsea or Crystal Palace or something like that, and then I would have given myself a bit more of a chance. But never mind, that's fine. Okay. Your go again, mate.
We're going with your left CDM next.
Okay.
And I'm going to ask, does he strong link to PK or better?
No.
He doesn't strong link to PK or better. So, if he doesn't strong link, he can't be Barcelona. So I'm going to say, is your player from either Real Madrid, Atletico Madrid, or Valencia?
No.
It's not from any of those. There's not many people it can be left from La Liga, to be honest. I'm going through them. They've got a rather extensive list of, like, central midfielders it could be. But I've managed to phase most of them out. Unless you went, like... Unless you tried to go into Ligue 1 here and you've used, like, Cesc Fabregas, and then at left cam you've got, like, one of the Brazilian left backs, and then you've got, like... Who would it be? Neymar. Team of the group stage Neymar. But I can't see you doing that. Do you have Lo Celso?
I do not.
Ah, get out of here. Don't try and bait me, that's no fun.
Okay. Wait, how many guesses are we on now? Is that like 5 and no one's guessed a single thing?
Yeah, 5. It's difficult. We've got a difficult set here.
We're getting too good at designing these squads. However, something I do know is that you've got a Premier League left back. It could still be Mendy. No, it could still be Mendy. Could still be French. That's what I'm saying, because I asked Laporte. Could still be Marcus Alonso, could be Patrick Van Aanholt. It could be a multitude of things, but we know it's a Premier League left back. So in order to just kind of help me visualise again, I'm just going to plonk Marcus Alonso just in there. He isn't guessed, and it's just to help me visualise links. So the point of attack I'm going to go for is either left centre mid or left wing. Which one has got less options? There's obviously the meme of there being 4,000 left wingers on this game, so I feel like that might be a silly point of attack. But there's obviously loads of centre mids as well. I'm going to go for your left centre mid, Tom.
Okay.
And I'm going to ask you a very, very overly complicated question.
Okay. Come on, Brain, you can do this. You can do this, Brain.
If the link between your left centre mid and left centre back existed, would that left centre mid get at least a weak link to your centre back, left back, and Aubameyang?
So you're saying, would my left centre mid link to my left back, my striker, and
Umtiti, yeah.
Would he link to all three of those players if there was a link there?
Yes.
No, he would not.
Okay.
That was unnecessarily complicated. Let's just add some links in and then see if he links to them.
So we could say he doesn't do that because he's not French. He can't be an icon, so we've narrowed that out. So that was kind of one of the reasons I wanted to ask that question as well. Because I just wanted to know if you've got an icon. But it also kind of at least gives me an idea towards what other stuff you could have had or could not have. Because there's a possibility that it's not French and you haven't got Pogba or Kante or someone like that because they wouldn't link to Umtiti. Obviously, they're all going to link to Aubameyang. Because they've got to be Premier League for him to get chemistry because your left backs from the Premier League, which means they're probably just not French. So they're not an icon or not French. It's probably the biggest thing to assume from this. Okay, that's good. That gives me a little bit more room to work with. So then, Tom, I'm going to ask you, does your central midfielder play in London?
He does not.
Okay, nice. All right, so we are looking at a bit of a Hail Mary here, to be honest with you. I'm going to go for a bit of a stab in the dark. And I'm going to say, I reckon at left back you might have Footmas van Aanholt. So I'm going to say, Tom, is your left centre mid Wijnaldum?
No. No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
No. So that's my left
I
centre
think
you went for. And that means that we've now had 6 rounds of guessing, Andy, and neither of us
no one's guessed a player.
any.
We're both too good.
Got any. Right, now if you may not have noticed of what I've done, Andy, I've slowly worked my way around PK, asking about every link he has, and now it's time, since your safety has been used, to go for the goalkeeper.
Okay.
Now, I have a horrible sinking feeling that you've got an icon at right centre-back, and that's why it's made it very difficult, because initially I thought, you know what, they don't link together, because... yeah, they won't link together. Because he wasn't in La Liga, and I got rid of Azpilicueta. Did I ask if he was in Premier League? I can't even remember what I asked for that centre-back now, which is frustrating, because that's now really costing me. But it was like 4 goes ago, so you're going to have to forgive me. For your goalkeeper, let's start it off with, does he play in La Liga?
Yes.
Okay. Maybe I shouldn't have asked that. I think that's the only thing that I've managed to do there is get rid of icons and maybe De Gea. Is your goalkeeper from either of the Madrid teams?
No.
Okay. So now, that was, I think, a very bad question as well, because I should have tried to get rid of the Spanish thing. I think you've got a string link. I don't know why I didn't try to narrow this down better. I think you've either got Asenio or Ter Stegen, or you might be using Van Dijk. So I'm going to say, do you have Silesen?
No.
No Silesen. Alright, okay. That's annoying. I've completely messed up that line of questioning. Oh well.
We've both got far too good at this game.
Yeah.
In designing the squads. I just needed one. I suppose we both just needed one. If we'd have just got one player, you can build off it.
Yeah.
But you've got such a hit.
We're building off uncertainty at the moment. We're like
exactly
imagining stuff, and we could be in completely the wrong place.
And mine is difficult in that regard because my players don't actually really need that many links to get full chemistry. Because they haven't got a horrific amount of links coming off of them. Whereas yours is kind of hard for the opposite reason. Like, you've got a horrendous amount of links coming off everyone. But that means it can go in so many ridiculous directions that I don't really know what you're doing. All I know is you've got a Premier League left side. You've got French right centre-back or an icon. You do need, unless you've got Laporte, a strong link to... Unless you've got Mendy, sorry, a strong link to Umtiti at some point. So I'm going to ask you, Tom, is... For your right centre-back, is it from La Liga? Oh, are you gonna safety me?
I kind of wanted to do it, but now I've heard your question, so I feel like it'd be really deep if I did.
You can do it if you want.
Yeah, right, I'm going to call safety there. Sorry, I should have been quicker.
I probably shouldn't have asked the question before giving you a chance to respond, to be fair.
We're both in the wrong, whatever.
It doesn't really help or hinder me. If anything, it probably helps you in the calling of safety. Maybe. I don't know. Because maybe you think, oh, he thinks it's La Liga, let's call safety and he's never going to get it. But that could be because it is a La Liga one. But it could also be because it's not a La Liga one, because now I'm going to guess a La Liga one and you got away with having Perrin or something. Like, do you know what I mean? So it doesn't really help or hinder anyone. You're calling the safety on right centre back. Why would you call safety on right centre back? It's got to be because there's only really one option, or one or two options, to make a good team at this point. So with that in mind, Tom, I'm going to say, for my Hail Mary, do you have Kimpembe?
No, I don't.
Okay. So my logic there was... I do get another go. My logic was that you've got a French league, French goalkeeper. I know that. I don't know who it is, but unless I'm completely missing something that's happened. It's just because like Kimpembe is like the only good one. Yeah. I don't know why you'd safety me on La Liga, because it could be Varane, it could be Gabriel Paulista, it could be Godin, it could be Jimenez, it could. Do you know what I mean? There's loads of them. So
yeah.
All right, that's fair enough. That's fair enough. We know you've probably got a Premier League left wing. We know that your left centre mid doesn't play in London, actually, which means he doesn't strong link to Aubameyang. We know your left wing won't strong link to Aubameyang. Oh, this is new. This is new. He could do. He could do. I forgot about this, right? What was that? Is this go 7?
This is go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
8? Ooh, okay. So if I get this wrong, the only chance of it coming back to me is if you don't guess my next one. The reason I say that is because I want to use this as an opportunity to narrow down guesses for other positions, basically. Because if you don't have a strong link to Aubameyang at left wing, it means you either have to have one to him at right wing, but there isn't one at right wing, and it wouldn't make sense to use one at right centre mid. So I'm going to say to you, Tom, left wing, you haven't got a safety, so I can just ask it straight away. Do you have a strong link to Aubameyang?
Nope.
I didn't think so, because there's only a couple of them.
You thought I used that guy Welbs?
There's Mkhitaryan's just got an inform.
Oh yeah, of course he has, yeah.
Left wing inform. Well, I say just, I've never noticed it before, so it must be relatively recent.
Yeah, 3 or 4 weeks old.
As I thought that could be quite helpful, and then you just put any Premier League left centre mid, and you could do like, I don't know, Fernandinho, right centre mid, and then put right wing from some other league, that like Neres or something stupid like. Do you know what I mean? Like, you can do whatever you want. You can link it off different ways. You could have Juan Mata or Herrera, and then like Callejon. That was my logic. Anyway, it's not come out. So non-strong link to Auba. Probably from the Prem, could be an icon, but we're going to assume Prem. Is your left winger English or Brazilian?
He is.
I was tempted to just say, is he English, just for the extra Hail Mary. And if that was to come out as yes, then we would have been in very, very good position. Because I'm thinking you might have Mendy. But why would you use Sterling if you've got Mendy? That's my only thing, because there's no need to, because he doesn't need an extra link. Maybe you've just picked him just because he's good. But if you've got Baines, you could have Richarlison. You could have Chilwell, actually, and then you do need the English link. There's also a couple of Rashford cards. But I'm going to say to you, Tom, do you have Raheem Sterling?
I do not have Raheem the Dream, unfortunately.
I reckon you might have flashback Baines and Richarlison, you know, just to rub it in.
That'd be so mean, wouldn't it? That'd be so mean. Oh, this is such an absolute nightmare. I just don't...
Oh, I think I know what you've got. Well, maybe I don't, but I've put it in it where it's in my little squad. Maybe you've done that.
This is frustrating. This really is frustrating. I'm looking at all the positions thinking you've just used an icon in every single spot. I'm like, how has he done this? It's just like everything links together perfectly, but yeah, I don't really know, to be honest. I do know that you've got a La Liga left CDM. I know that you've got your La Liga left back that is, I believe, is not Spanish. I'm trying to think. I'm really trying to think. I can't think, Andy. I can't think of anything to go. I can't think of anywhere to go with the team. I'm like at a loss.
Join the club, mate.
I'm either thinking left cam or right back. I don't know which one to go for. Because I think the right back so far away from the action, you'd be like, oh, I can put anyone I want here, no problem. Absolutely fine, because Tom won't even get round to guessing that person. Left cam is also in that sort of situation, but the problem is with left cam is there's about 6 gajillion different players that can play there from La Liga. I'm almost certain you've just gone La Liga through. There'll be more players that could play cam. Let's go with your left cam. Yeah, let's go with your left cam. Got there in the end.
Okay.
This series does really drive you mad, doesn't it? I'm going to say, is he Brazilian?
No.
Right. So he's not Brazilian. I think he's probably just from La Liga, which is not great because now it just means that there's so many players it could potentially be. I'm going to say, does the base version of the player you're using at left cam default as a centre mid?
Does he default as a CM?
Yeah, so his base card, what his regular gold card is, does it default as a CM?
No.
It doesn't, right? Okay, that's really good because that's taken, like, I'm like 4 pages in and I'm still seeing 83 plus rated cards for centre mid. Do you have... Oh, it's between, I'm saying it's between Isco and Pablo Sarabia now. Which one did you use? Which one did you use? Isco, who plays striker for Real Madrid? I mean, there's a billion Spanish players. It could be either of them. It really could be either. I'm going to say, do you have Pablo Sarabia?
No.
Damn.
That's the end for you. There's only one more go. Do you want to know who it was?
Yeah, go on then.
Fekir.
Oh, wait. I'm nowhere near then. Oh, wait. Oh, now I know what you've done. You've used that other Hernandez. The other Hernandez brother at left back, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, fair enough. Yeah.
And I got Fabregas at left CDM. You were right when you went down that train of thought and then abandoned it.
No.
And I got Europa League Falcao at left striker.
Oh, right. At least you've used rubbish players. That's fine. Like, it would be much worse if they were good players. If you'd done the whole, like, Neymar cam thing, that would be much worse.
Right, anyway. I've still got one go for you, Tom. Now,
Yeah.
obviously, don't tell me if this is right, but in my head, you've got Ruffier in goal, Marcus Alonso left back, and Willian at left wing. And you've got a centre mid who's not from London, so that could be anyone, to be honest with you. But it does still need to link to Orba, so I'm just going to throw someone in just to give me a rough idea. Someone who won't really get any strong links. So I've just put De Bruyne there just for visualization. So you still need two links to Aubameyang or one strong one. The issue with getting a strong one is it does make your team quite difficult. The only person I can think who wouldn't make it too hard is Guendouzi at right centre mid, and then you could, I don't know, use Kondogbia, but then that you'd have to make sure that you'd have to have like Fabinho here to make him get a strong link off your Brazilian or something. It gets really, really complicated unless you've got an icon at CDM. It's actually ridiculous, to be honest with you, Tom. Like, I can't work out anything because I know that you safetied this centre back. Okay, Tom. Does your right centre mid get a strong link to Aubameyang?
No.
Okay. Okay, I didn't think so. So it's just Prem. And then the right wing's just Prem as well.
I think you might.
Because unless they've brought out.
I think you might actually hate me when you see this.
Does your right centre mid play in London, Tom?
No, he doesn't.
Same thing. One of the random Premier League ones or an icon. It's pointless guessing an icon because there's so bloody many of them. So I'm just going to ask you, do you have playing right centre mid and a Herrera?
I do not know.
Okay. Who did you have?
I had Gylfi Sigurdsson.
Really? Wow, okay. Right centre mid though? That's a weird one. Because I just think, did you have Richarlison left wing?
No.
Should we flick back onto the squads and reveal the whole squads to the people?
I've got my whole squad on the screen. I'll sort of make it, like, I think that what's really good for me is the safety call. I got very lucky with that because basically, I built a Prem team. Pretty much. You would really like this because I know you love your special linking teams. This is a no links wasted team, Andy.
Okay.
Orange links in every single position. The reason I called safety on right centre back, which actually threw you off, thought it was like a really key person, was the fact that I didn't want you knowing so early that I had gone back into the Prem on the right side as well as the left side.
So I'm looking at your team now. You literally just built a Prem team.
I literally built a Prem
with
team,
Areola in goal.
Yeah.
And I was right about your icon being in CDM.
Yeah.
And I was right about Rashford. I just didn't think you'd pick one of the stinky old Rashford cards.
Yeah.
And I was right about the French left back. It was just the stinky little normal Digne.
What do you mean? Digne's great.
He's got an inform.
Oh, is he? Is it a left wing back?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I didn't see it.
And you've got, is that Reece Nelson at right back? What is wrong with you?
No, that's Walker Peters.
Kyle Walker-Peters, okay. My point stands. What is wrong with you? You were laughing at my team for being crap. What the hell's that?
I just knew how good you are at this. I wanted to see if I could outbuild you, and I think I have.
I've kind of done the same to you. Would you like to know what I've got?
know, yeah, I know you've done exactly the same to me. Yeah, go on, tell me.
Mine's actually a hybrid, though, to be fair. So, what I have got is PK, left centre-back, with all orange links to make it really hard for you to guess.
Yeah.
I've got Dimitrovic in form in goal.
Okay.
82 rated in form.
Who's your right centre-back as an icon?
Marcel Desailly.
Yeah, there you go.
Left back is, of course, Hernandez, but it's the other one. So I was proper crapping myself that when you said you were about to say, is it Hernandez? And then I'd have to say which one, and you get a 50-50. But you also know when you get it wrong who it is.
Yeah, I knew because I'd already had that come up in another episode, so I knew not to ask that, to be fair.
Okay, that's good. And then I've got Fabregas, Fekir, and Europa League moments Falcao.
Yeah.
Orba down to Xhaka, who he was an Arsenal player, and if you asked right cam, I was going to shout safety anyway.
Okay.
Because he doesn't strong link to Aubameyang, but you would have thought that he did.
Right,
so I've got Firmino, but if you say right cam and I go safety, you're now guessing Mkhitaryan or Ramsey or someone, and assuming that the strong link's there when you come to guess my CDM.
Yeah.
But it was Xhaka.
Yeah.
I then had Firmino at right cam and Scream Rafinha at right back.
Right back. Oh, right, okay. Yeah, we made some absolute stonking teams, mate. Absolute stonking teams right there.
Is that the first time a player's never been guessed at all?
No, there have been a couple of episodes where, not many, maybe like 3 max out of about 50 that have been recorded so far.
We're getting too good at this, Tom. When we do it again, we might have to ban icons.
Yeah, that's true. Well, I could have done this team without an icon. I've just been a French player in the CDM spot.
Shall we just grab the players then, buy the concepts, and we'll jump into a game, and maybe we can cause some chaos, not in the guessing, but in the discards.
Yeah, let's do it.
There we go then, the unguessable squad. It's an interesting one, Tom. It's an interesting one, mate.
Yeah, it's difficult because I wanted to try. That Xhaka really cost me, man. Really cost me.
Tactical stinkers is what you've gone for.
We've both done each other kind of stinky, I think. I thinky. Oh, Walker Peters, mate. What are you doing? Not even close,
Big boy
mate.
Fekir. We've got 2 untradeable versions of this guy. We picked the better one, and he's done bits.
Oh, why did he not first time pass it, dude? I just wanted a little tap through. Little tap.
Oh, What a finish, son. There we go. I'll take 2-0 just before half-time.
Outside the boot on half-time. What a surprise it ends up in the back of the net.
It's green time, mate. That's what you get. Through the gap, come on!
I knew exactly where you were going. I blocked it perfectly.
Oh, I tried to megs him. That wasn't magic.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me, ain't ya? Why do I even bother, man? Why do I even bother? This game is so flipping frustrating to play. Go on, Rashford. We need a goal here, mate. There you go. That's what we're talking about. Finally! Save me, game! Of course. Come on, Shaqiri. Why not? Ah, game over. GG's, mate. GG's.
There we go. The 3-1 win is 2 discards to moi.
Indeed. It is indeed.
Can I be more successful in the guessing of this than the guessing of the team? It's not my ideal formation, and it's a lot of most non-ideal players. But that Aubameyang feels pretty good, to be fair. I mean, he probably should. He's 92 rated, and he has got ridiculous stats, but I can feel the sweat coming off him, Tom. It was good.
Feels good, bro. Okay, right. I have swippity swapped my team about, mate. Feel free to say 2 positions in the 4-3-3 fifth variation.
I'm going to go for your left centre mid.
Okay.
And your right centre mid.
Alright, Digne couldn't have been much better. But then your second player you've managed to get is none other than Shaqiri, who I spent 44k on, so he's going to go up for 10.
That's pretty garbage, to be honest with you.
Okay. Whee!
About as successful as the actual...
The guessing, yeah.
The guessing, yeah.
It probably, actually, it couldn't have been much better, to be honest. I think the only person that were cheaper were like, maybe like Areola than Shaqiri.
Oh dear. Well, that is where we're going to leave this episode anyway. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you have, please do drop a like. Unfortunately, we didn't manage to guess any of the players, but if you want to see some craziness of Team Takedown, go and check out the one that we did over on Tom's channel. For now, we're going to leave it there. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you guys soon.